overwhelmed with everybody coming here
Очень
today.
рада, что все пришли сегодня.
We expected maybe 8 or 10 people
Мы
to show
ждали
up.
8-10 человек, но пришло так много.
Calories.
Очень холодно, да. Но мы похудели, спасибо, потому что калории потеряли, пока там на холоде стояли.
So you will all look great after you met Army Lovers.
Все прекрасно будет.
So thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. Did not get a picture. And it's like two guys go. That was so sweet. Yeah.
So can we begin?
I think the champagne glass takes the entire picture.
No, it's okay.
It can be a fourth member of the band. I don't mind. It doesn't have to be the only member of the band.
No, but she says it's alright.
Oh, it even covers over here.
There's nothing to cover though. I mean, it's covered.
I think this is more important than the glass. That was my whole point. I think this section is more important.
It's almost as sparkling as Dominica.
Here you go. How you been, Alex and Olga? You're our most devoted fans we have. Our best friends.
Yeah, your concert in Estonia.
You and Dennis. You and Dennis.
The concert in Estonia was great.
Yeah.
So show and talent. The costumes, everything was really great.
Oh, good.
My
You came all the way from Minsk
yes.
with the train? How long is the ride from Minsk to Moscow?
6 hours by train.
6 hours.
Wow.
But I love trains.
Yeah, I love trains too. I love trains.
It's
I love trains.
How was the flight, Alexander?
Very good. No problem at all.
very good.
But I love trains too. I love to take trains in Sweden.
Trains is better.
I like trains.
If it's not too long. If it's
Yeah.
under
6
5
hours,
hours, under
6
5
hours
hours,
on
yeah.
the border.
If it's less than 5 hours, I prefer the train.
You can walk around, you can read.
And these days you have Wi-Fi on the trains in Sweden too, which is brilliant. You can see.
Yeah.
I'm right. So I'm writing a new book. Yeah, the new book with Jan Söderqvist. It's our 5th book together, and it's going to be released in the spring of 2018.
Will you present it in Russia or
I hope
Belarus
so.
or-
Yeah, I hope so. And I really want our books to be translated to Russian. All of them. All do it eventually.
Great. I have netocracy.
Or when I die, they translate them.
I have netocracy with your signature. Thank you.
Yeah. Or when I die, they take the money, my inheritance, and then they translate books for the money or something like that.
Can we inherit you?
No.
Can we be your children?
No.
Me and Jean-Pierre?
Like if you needed that.
Maybe not. I don't know.
If you just say yes to marriage to your current husband, then everything will be sorted
You
out.
never know. You never know. It's better to have several options.
No, not in
You're
that
not
case.
saying
You don't need
You're
more.
not saying yes. I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
So can we begin the interview?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, haven't we already?
No. This is a startup.
This is the interview for Army of Flowers community, Russian and Ukrainian.
Yeah.
It's based in Odessa, and Maxim from Odessa, say hello to
And
you.
you have to write
Hello, Maxim.
in this interview. You have to write that there was chaos in Tverskaya Street.
Yeah,
We called today in the calendar, in the Army Lovers calendar. We said this was the day of the chaos in the Tverskaya Street.
And we send lots of love to your wife and to Maxim.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's so incredible.
Yeah. Okay. Interview. Here we go.
So,
Alexis,
let's-
come on. Sit down, guys.
Yes,
Yeah.
concentration. What did you say?
Questions.
A question. I thought you said concentrate. Okay,
Can we wait from you as the Army of Flowers, as the band, something new? I mean, maybe new album, new.
No.
Well,
Okay.
don't
I get the question all the time. I get the question: is there unreleased material? No, there isn't any unreleased material to release. And the question: if you're recording anything new, we would love to record new music if you had the time. We haven't had the time at all. We've been really busy working, all 3 of us. Jean-Pierre doing his Aliyah to Israel, moving to Israel this last year, and Dominica being very busy with Mr. Anders Borgen with her career and her PR agency.
I do work in it as well.
Yes, yeah. And when she gets out of the bedroom, she works very hard. It's funny. When she gets out of the bedroom, she works very hard. But she
Maybe
does
I work in
occasionally.
the bedroom too.
No,
But
that
we
was
work out
that was in 1905. And I'm working very, very hard. I've been on a European lecture tour to Sodom. It's continuing in February again, and I'm going to go to New Guinea
Yeah,
and Southern Africa this winter to do research on tribes.
with your friend Anders
Yes, with my friend Anders. So we're gonna do research on tribes in jungles.
for the book.
Yeah.
So so cool. You done with music completely? No making music ever?
No more music.
I'm doing a big TV project next year, and I'm setting up a new business, tech startup that.
You're doing a TV project too?
Yes, I told you, but don't say which one it is because.
And I'm doing TV
He's
too.
also doing a big TV project last year.
No, I'm doing talent.
Oh, you're doing
Britain's Got
outside.
Talent.
Yeah.
You know Britain's Got Talent? We're doing Sweden's Got Talent. I'm on the jury of the new show, Sweden's Got Talent. We've already shot, I think, 6 or 7 episodes in October, and we're gonna. The rest is live. So the show will be broadcast in March and April and May next year. So it's called Sweden's Got Talent, and it's more fun than Idol. It's more hysterical. It's more Army Lovers. It's more over the top.
Are you a crew judge in Idol?
No, I'm like saying that. Oh, you're really good. You should go to the next phase. And then the others in the jury say, yeah, you're really good. You go to the next phase. I say, what? You really want us to go to the next phase? Oh, then I say no. You know, it's very ironic. It's not taking itself too seriously. It's like I love this show because in Sweden's Got Talent, I feel I'm on a Caligula. You know, in Rome.
Don't be Caligula.
No, like I'm sitting there and they're all going in and saying, okay, entertain me. What do? You know?
Don't be Caligula.
Yes, I am very Caligula. Like that.
I
I am Caligula meets Rasputin. That's my personality.
Kinky Rasputin.
Kinky Rasputin. As if Rasputin was not kinky enough.
Right.
Yeah, I'm even more kinky.
Yeah, but with the head of
That was
Orthodox
cool.
priest.
I have to go because I need to wash my hair.
Yeah, but we
and
can
my
finish the
makeup.
interview. You get the
jag
picture,
måste
right?
tvätta håret.
Go ahead and Jean-Pierre and I can finish the interview.
Please.
Very
Can I
quick.
please take a picture with
yes.
you? One person?
Yeah, sure.
Go.
Go.
She has to wash her hair for the show, believe it or not.
That's the woman's.
Я тебе
It's
назвал.
a woman thing.
Потому что двое не понимаю, не видно.
Jag tycker woman say same word as your
Или может я вместе с ними со всеми пока?
WD. It's a woman's disease.
One picture, one.
So guys, what is the most important thing for each of you at the moment?
Oh wow.
I'm working on my new book and doing the new TV show. I think and doing the lecture tour. So I'm busy working.
For
just
me,
enjoying with you.
yes, for me it's getting. My languages are all fucked up. I'm still in Nepal, which means that I'm in transition between 3 languages all the time: Swedish, French, and English, and
Hebrew.
and Hebrew, of course.
4 languages.
So and it's the
That's 4
translation.
languages.
So I'm totally.
He doesn't even know how many languages there are.
I am lost in translation.
He's lost in
No, so
translation.
for me, I'm still getting around in Tel Aviv, which where I live in Israel, and getting accustomed to my new life. Still trying to find out what I would like to do. I found a great place to live. I have great friends. I'm still doing the Ulpan.
Would it be wrong to say that you're a hippie right now?
No, I'm not a hippie.
Or you're a career queer? That's a big word. I'm a career queer. You know, I don't do Grindr right now. I don't do chemsex right now. I'm a career queer.
Yeah, well, kind of.
That's a good word.
So I'm trying new things. I'm not working as a hairdresser in Tel Aviv. I'm doing that in Stockholm every 3 months. So I do
Every 3
clients.
months
Every
you
3
come.
months I come to Stockholm.
Can you put it on my room?
And I
Marcus, jag tar
do
det
clients.
Peter.
Very intense week.
Nej,
So that's what I'm doing actually after Moscow. So for the moment, I'm working as an apprentice in gardens. It's a company that makes ecological gardening and food gardens. So they giving workshops and teaching people how to grow in their own gardens, vegetables and spices and stuff. And then they also take care of people's gardens. So it's roof gardens and private gardens outside of Tel Aviv. And they also have a moshav, which is a farm corporation in south of Tel Aviv. And that's kind
This is
of
the brand new organic, Jean-Pierre.
Kind of kibbutz. Organic kibbutz.
yes, and I believe that organic can be glamorous. Yes.
Kibbutz is in your name. Jean-Pierre, kibbutz.
Kibbutznik.
Kibbutz.
No, organic can be glamorous, of course.
So you're really growing this?
I'm not growing personally. Where I live, we have a garden. And my neighbors, they are growing stuff, and I will be growing stuff as well. But for the moment, I'm learning, and it's hard work. It's really physical. The first week I was working, my hands were bleeding, and I was working with bandaged hands like for a week. But then after a while you get like hard skin. And actually, I was surprised. I thought I'd have very hard skin at least one of the hands, but it didn't. It wasn't hard enough.
Still soft skin.
Yes, still something. But
In your opinion, which of the Army of Flowers songs were the most undervalued by the audience?
Not by the audience, but maybe by the market. I don't know.
By market.
You know what? We really don't like to compare the Army Lover songs because it's a bit
Like
like
you
asking
should-
a mother
like you
which
should.
is her favorite child. So mothers don't answer that question ever. If they do, they're fucked up. They have woman's disease, really. So I would prefer not to answer that question. I think it's the fans who should decide which is the most overrated or underrated.
and it's a
Army
very
Lover song.
personal thing. And when it comes to music, it's very much a question of mood also. And
I know. I see.
depending on the mood, you like some music.
I write songs too, and I understand it.
So so you understand, it's definitely a mood thing.
Yes. Can you remind some funny moments at the studio when you record your song?
Oh yes.
Oh, many.
Can
One
you
of the funniest was when we recorded a song called Heterosexuality. Which was for the album, the last, was that for the Glory, Glamour and Gold album?
No, the Gods of Earth and
Ghost of
Heaven.
Earth and Heaven.
No, it wasn't.
The Gods of Earth and Heaven, yes.
Was Heterosexuality on that album?
Yeah,
Okay, you remember better than I
I trust the
do.
fans more on things
I
like
trust the
this,
fans
because
more
for
than
me
I
it's
trust me. Okay, when we recorded Heterosexuality, we made a track, as instrumental track, and then on top of the track we just let the tape recorder go back and forth all the time, and then we made out in the studio. Jean-Pierre, Dominica and I had a very brief love affair. It was very, very short.
Is there your voice, the Dominica voice, and Jean-Pierre voice?
It's a lot of my voice and a lot of Dominica's voice.
Yeah, I'm not in it.
No, you're not in
I'm
it.
not-
I don't think
It's called
heterosexuality was your thing.
heterosexuality.
Yeah, it wasn't really your thing, at least not at the time.
No.
No.
No, but I think the moment I remember the best is when I'm doing the loud crying in Israelism,
Yeah.
and I'm standing with my pants down, and in the corner of the studio and really shouting, and I had to take my pants off. I don't remember why, but
Yeah.
I remember having the pants off down. I think maybe it was for like being able to breathe or something like that, or
Just
just
showing off your stomach.
it was totally crazy.
Yeah. Or let's put it this way, in Army Lovers.
Or it was just
we,
hot.
We don't have a problem with heterosexuals as long as they keep their clothes on. We don't want to hear about what they do in bed. That's right, it's funny. Yeah. No, but heterosexuality was hysterical. Speaking of a moment in the studio that was really, really weird. I would say.
No, we had a lot of weird moments, and
Yes.
also we had the Sons of Lucy, where we actually
Played
we
everything.
played all instruments.
Ourselves.
The instruments were like.
The idea was if we do this.
We watched the video.
Yes, it was
Yeah, if we do
frying
this in one
pans.
song, they will never ask us to play live again.
Yeah.
That was the idea. Okay, you asked us to go to that. This is how shit it sounds. Here it is. The ultimate punk song.
This is us without makeup.
And the very racist lyrics.
You think?
Politically incorrect. That's
Yeah,
good.
like
Yeah.
Can you tell us the story of creation? The song called "Life Is Fantastic."
It was a very serious moment. We wanted to.
Your friend died from AIDS.
Yeah, the AIDS was a big problem in the 1990s, and we wanted to write a song that had sort of a black sense of humor. So, I mean, you should be able to, it sounds awful, but you should be able to joke about absolutely everything.
Yeah.
I think when you joke about the very worst things in life, you're also at your most serious. I don't have a problem at all with that. I think irony and humor belongs also in the darkest corners of life. And I get very, very upset when people say, you cannot joke about this too serious. Like if you could only joke about light things. Of course you can. Humor gets really, really interesting when you can joke about really serious things like death
That's when it
or
really
tyranny
gets
or whatever.
interesting.
And I think to be satirical towards dictators and war, I think is also incredibly important, which is a sense of humor. So we wanted, I think when we wrote this song, because I think you and I wrote it first, we really wanted to not feel that there was any topic we couldn't write about. We could write a song about women's disease in our lives. Nothing should be too serious for us not to write a song about. So, and I think we challenged ourselves because we had friends who suffered from AIDS, especially you and I did, and we felt we should be able to write a song even if it was a very, very sensitive topic. And if you write about something that's sensitive for yourself, then you can write about anything else.
Humor is a way, when it comes to topics that are difficult, is a way of handling it. It's a way of looking at it from another perspective, and to understand. Some things are so understandable and difficult to grasp. And with humor, it makes it approachable in a way.
The funny thing with Life is Fantastic is it was probably only two songs we ever wrote that we didn't know would be a single when we wrote it. So we wrote a rather complex song. We wrote Life is Fantastic. The same thing was actually the case for Obsession. Obsession was never meant to be single. We wrote it, but when the album came out, people loved the song so much. It's just like, okay, then that's the next single. We have to make a video.
It's one of my favorite Armor songs, and your voice sounds so tragic in it.
Yeah, Obsession is great.
Yeah. Well, Obsession and Life is Fantastic are similar in that sense. I sing the chorus alone on both songs, and then spoken parts. So the structure of the songs are similar. And Judgment Day is, of course, another one of those songs that is similar to that. Same structure. Very theatrical songs, very Russian.
And Hooray, Hooray, Apocalypse 2.
Oh, but that's just over the top. That's like a musical number.
Yes.
That had big money in it. They were terrific, but over-qualified, over-talented. I think they write only film music these days. They stopped making records and became film music, score writers.
We know that Army of Lovers almost never sing live.
Almost never.
Almost
Never.
Never.
But
I prefer to sing playback.
We've sang Crucified and all the songs in so many
I mean, we
different
sing
things.
in the studio, so why would we sing playback? It's
For
still
us,
effort.
no. The thing is, for us, when we started to do the shows, I mean, we took inspiration from a lot of different things. One of the things was drag show. I used to do a lot of drag show before I was in the band. So the playback, I think we were all fascinated by the playback culture. And then the Milli Vanilli thing happened. And the unplugged reaction came from MTV.
In the 1990s, which we hated.
And we hated it.
So boring.
Because
Let's have pretentious rock stars sitting on television, being boring, singing songs the most boring possible way.
and suddenly having rules of how you're supposed to make music and how you're supposed to perform, and that
I
made
remember
us-
seeing- I
that
remember
us
seeing-
making,
yeah.
taking the stand that we are not going to do the live thing. We're not going to do the unplugged thing. Why regulate it? And there was a big difference also. People were making comparisons with us and Milli Vanilli, and there was a big difference. Milli Vanilli they were performing to somebody else's voices. We were performing to our own voices and to material that we wrote ourselves. It was like totally different. There was
We
no
didn't have to
connection.
prove anything when performing live. It was ridiculous. I remember seeing Eric Clapton doing MTV Plugged, and I looked at it for like 2 minutes. I thought, this is the most boring shit I've ever seen. This is just pretentious shit. I don't want to be part of this culture at all. And after that, we made it sort of a reaction. The Army of Lovers would do the opposite.
But there is special ask to Jean-Pierre. Can you perform maybe your favorite lines from one of Army of Lovers song for us? Maybe from Lead the Parade?
No! Don't do it.
No, I could recite,
Recite, yes.
but I couldn't perform because the songs has their place on stage.
Only few
I
lines.
could just tell you a few
Yes,
lines
yes.
like l'envie de mort est perfection, l'envie de Kabbalah.
Thank you. Thank you
Few
so
lines.
much.
But because many times people are asking like, oh, could you sing? And then even in private, and it's like, no, I'm not on stage. So why?
But do you never sing in the karaoke?
Yes, I've done that. But for example, before leaving Stockholm, before my idea, we had actually met a couple of friends and we had a great karaoke evening. It was really fun.
We love
Karaoke
how you
is like
sing.
a blast.
How you sing the song called "Besame Mucho."
Ah,
I remember.
Yeah.
In Minsk.
I'm a sucker for old songs.
I'm not, but that's it.
Yeah, I have a sentimental. It's my woman disease part, I think.
Yeah. So I think.
Thank you so much for the
Thank you.
interview.
Oh yes.
Thank
For
you.
my
you.
pleasure.
Thank
And
you
so-
so much for coming today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a great show. Enjoy the show.
And we promise we're not gonna blame anybody for 50 people coming today. It was a bit of a mess, but that was fun.
Yeah, so
I hope that we didn't
This
get
is
upset.
not my guilt, Alexander.
No.
No, it was.
We
pleasant.
loved it. We loved
Yes.
it. Don't worry. We loved it.
But
Nobody has a problem with being popular. I don't think anybody has.
will you perform in any other show except the one at the first channel?
Today only for first channel.
And tomorrow?
No, we're leaving tomorrow.
Well, that's why you could not make anything tomorrow.
No, but I think this is the thing. We haven't decided anything for Russia or Ukraine or Belarus for next year, but that's what we decided to do Red Ref and Show and then see what pops up for next year, see if we have time to do it. So we'll see too. But I think it's good to do a TV show, make a TV show. Red Ref is a big show, it's perfect for us. So we decided to only do the show, no clown performance.
But are you going to do any interviews also today?
No. Well, we do some interviews today. I don't know exactly which ones, but we'll do some interviews instead.
It's a couple of radio.
Yeah. We have to go, Jean-Pierre.